So here I am back in the doctor's office, and this week it's all about getting information. We're still on that trend of mindfulness, calorie counting, move more, but now it's actually finding out what's really going on in your body. So get to your doctor, find out what's going on in your body. This is year 3. No, it's not. It's only year 2, week 4. Well, I am so relieved. I haven't actually been taking my blood pressure medicine for several months because when I would just stand up, I would get dizzy. And the doc and I talked about having low blood pressure as I lost the weight and was popping blood pressure medicine. So because of the way I just felt, I decided to stop taking the blood pressure medicine. And now I'm here at the year 2, week 4, getting a checkup, finding out what's going to happen. We're going to draw some blood and all that. But the RN, she came in and she's amazing. So much fun. Checked my blood pressure. It's like 118/64, which is absolutely amazing. And I can get pretty emotional because in year 1 that was a pretty big scare. And you can go back and use the card up above and watch that episode. So I'm really, really thrilled. And then what we'll do is we'll draw some blood, we'll get that report, and we'll actually see what my plumbing's doing. So we'll see you in a bit. I just got done at the doc's office, and blood pressure is great, again, with no medication because I haven't been taking my ACE inhibitor for months just because of the way that it made me feel. So I'm so thrilled about my blood pressure. And then it was kind of a surreal experience because I had blood drawn so I could also start the year with more information and more data about my blood work and what's going on with my plumbing. But it was a surreal experience for them to put on the tourniquet and then to stick me with a needle and draw blood. And the reason being is because I haven't actually said this, but the reason that my brother died was because of cardiac arrest, because he was injecting himself with heroin, so unbeknownst to me. So like I said, just kind of a surreal experience, somewhat emotional. Talked to the nurse and the doc about that because they could see it on my face and all of that. So just really, really weird. But again, still sad and still angry because of my brother's death, but I am thrilled about my own experience and what I've been doing here with thinking less fat and therefore behaving less fat and therefore being less fat. But now it looks like it's actually manifesting into better health, not just less weight. So I am so happy here in year 2, week 4. So absolutely thrilled with myself. So I got my blood test results and everything is actually really, really good. So my blood pressure now without medication is now 118/64. So I'm thrilled about that because it's not been because of medication. I've not been taking my medication now for several months, just again because of the way that it made me feel. And I got that tested by the doc because you saw in year 1 that I went out and I bought the home
tester, blood pressure, both a wrist and a cuff version. And so I've been able to check my own blood pressure, but actually going to the doctor where they actually listen and they actually get a much more accurate reading. And both of them did it. And so the 118/64 is actually what's written in the report as my blood pressure. So thrilled about that, because actually what I have been doing in terms of thinking less fat and therefore then behaving less fat and therefore being less fat has actually paid off right here with my blood pressure. But from the blood results, and this is kind of makes sense, still my cholesterol is still the same, both the good and the bad cholesterol that you want, both not where I want. Overall cholesterol is borderline high, it's right on the high side, and then the good cholesterol is low and the bad cholesterol is high. So I've already done some research, and so in future vlogs you'll see about some of the things that I'm doing for that. But I have been eating a lot of red meat. I really got into a kick of using pork rinds as my crackers and chips and all that kind of stuff. So gonna have to do something about that. So I'm gonna do a pragmatic approach here and run an experiment. Again, pragmatic, practical, run the experiment of now trying to bring down my overall cholesterol and bring up the good and down the bad by natural means with the food that I put into my body. And so being mindful of that. So one of the things that I will be doing here probably for the next, I would say 3 months or so, is eating a lot more omega-3 fatty acid food. So almonds, avocados, salmon, sardines, herring, those types of food, so I can run the experiment, share it with you, and see if that brings down my cholesterol in my blood. And then I'll draw more blood here sometime, maybe in the end of April, beginning of May time frame, so about 3 months or so, and see what that does. And if that hasn't really then affected, and I really don't have a trend where I really think that's helping, then probably what I'll do is then really talk to the doctor about going on some type of cholesterol medicine to try to lower that down. Because right now it's really pretty much the only thing that is a concern right now. So I feel really good. I don't really get the cramping like I used to in my muscles during the, got the hiccups, during the night and so on. Flexibility and strength continues to improve. And I'll show you more of my little routine that it's kind of evolved, because it started with yoga, and then it moved into something that I call fast, which is just flexibility and strength technique. So just a little quick routine and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm really, really happy with the blood results, the blood pressure. Everything is looking really good. So the blood pressure change and all of that from week 35 in year 1 looks really good, but I still need to work on the cholesterol. So, one of the main things is, get out there and get the data that you need. That is what this vlog this week has been about. It's about getting the actual data, the actual information, so you can make informed choices. And of course, we've been talking about that with being mindful and counting calories and moving more and all of that kind of stuff, of really learning what you are putting into your body, what type of calories you're expending by moving more. And then it's now about what's really going on, because if you're just using the scale as your measurement of your health, that's not the best to do. You really need to find out what's going on with your systems, with your plumbing, to find out what's going on from the inside out. So again, because I've been thinking less fat and therefore behaving less fat and therefore being less fat, I'm actually healthier on the inside, but we need to continue to work on that cholesterol. And so I'm going to be researching and then talking to you more about what I have been doing specifically with high omega-3 fatty acid foods that I've been putting into my mouth, and being more mindful of what I'm actually stuffing into my face, and making sure that it's really helping me with my health now. Again, because the scale is not the only thing that you want to look at as the data point on your basis of health. You really need to get your blood tested and do all that kind of stuff so you can make those informed decisions. Because remember, you need to be your own hero. Thumbs up because you are amazing. Subscribe and chime that bell to get notified. I am your favorite YouTuber's favorite uncle. I am Uncle Mike.